Hey everyone, we are back. We are here at the barn. I thought I would bring y'all along for evening chores over here. Check on the harvest steers, the goats, and Mojo, and see how all that's going. One of them is hollering right now. We are still right in the middle of that big fencing project over at my farm. It's been slow going. Working full time. One of the kids are playing sports. I'm coaching it. Limited daylight hours in the evenings. It's just, and the holiday season, it's just been pretty time consuming, and we have not been able to make as much progress as quickly as I would like. That is coming. We still need to get some of that fence cut up, sorted out what we were going to try and use and how, get the rest of it piled up for scrap, haul off, get the new one built. That'll be the big thing. I thought I would bring y'all along tonight though. We're going to get everybody's water topped off. I had to run to the feed store and get some feed for the goats, and then the horse. Going to get all that. I've noticed it's pretty muddy right here at the entry point of the barn on this side for this stall. We've gotten some rain, but what has come about in the mud is I'm seeing little goat tracks. I think they are sliding underneath the gate right here. It kind of looked like some of the straw bedding they have was kicked away. And then seeing some little goat hooves in that mud makes sense. We're gonna have to put something there to keep them little turds in. I'm betting it's one of the twins. Waddles, or the other one that doesn't have a name still. They are twin nannies. They are also the ones that like to escape. All right, let's go feed them so they'll quit hollering at us. The goats get 1.5 to 2 scoops every day. Yes, they do have a feed trough, but it's not really worth it because they just make a big mess and eat it anywhere as it is. So This is what we did a few videos back, well, several videos back. Tore this wall out, built a new one with the weld wire panel, put the bunk up against it. The bunk is full of straw or hay. I feed their hay in there, and then I feed their grain out in the little tubs out there. Seems to work better that way. That's how they tend to eat it anyway, so I'm not gonna make it more complicated than it has to be. Hello. Back up. Dude, back up, come on. Come on, excuse me, sir. Oh boy. All right. Arlo is here. Check him out. He is a good looking steer. He's made it up to about 1,000 pounds now, I would guess, based on what I've seen. But he is very much a 1,000-pound dog. Just as calm and gentle and friendly as he could be. I wanted to look at their feed bunk. You see just a few kernels of corn, even less pieces of hay left. And he is looking good. Tiger Stripe out there has really calmed down like I hoped he would. He has calmed down. He will actually come up when feeds in the bunk, and I can get less than arm's reach away from him, which I know I haven't done a great job showing him, but when I first got him, if he had eye contact with me, he's in a good mood. If that Tiger Stripe had made contact with me, could see me, even through multiple fences, he was clawing at the ground, slinging rocks out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he was trying to kill me even through multiple fences. He has calmed down quite a bit, which I'm really glad about. I still don't trust him all the way, but very good progress in just a couple weeks time. They are growing good and doing well. And as you can see with their feed, I apologize. I'm still getting the hang of camera angles and how to really make a good video clip, but some things are easier than others. I'm feeding these guys, I guess the rule of thumb is 3% of their body weight, which is what I shoot for, but it doesn't always work out that way. They've been pretty inconsistent on how much they eat every day. I slowly worked them up over about 2 weeks' time to the corn, a full ration of the corn. The percentage of their body weight would be about 50 or just under 50 pounds of corn. Turn that water off. Some days they eat all 50 pounds of corn. There were times where they would only eat about 20 pounds. I've kind of held it back some here and there as I could. I'm gonna go shut this gate just in case. But anyway, they had been pretty inconsistent with the corn consumption. I think I've got it dialed in now. To where right now probably consistently offer more 40-ish pounds of corn, and I have reduced the hay a little bit. The goal was 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of hay, and I think I was feeding 2 to 2.5, which I believe was contributing to that inconsistency with the corn. But I've dialed that back to the appropriate amount, and so far the last several days they've been much better. So I think that was the magic ticket there. If you have any questions with the feed ration, the corn, ADM beef trait, leave them in the comments. I'll put my email in the description and try and answer some of those. I know it's a completely, I say a new concept. It's fairly new to the old heads, I guess, in the cattle community. And a lot of them will rebuke it, and there's very little content talking about it and explaining different things. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will try and get those answered and explained to the best of my ability. And we'll keep learning together. This is ADM beef trait. Approximately 1.5 pounds total, which will be split between both of those steers, obviously. Here is a better up look of it. It is a pellet. It's got vitamins and minerals and all sorts of stuff, a bacteria in it, and that bacteria is there for the purpose of helping cattle digest whole corn more efficiently and all that. I talked about it a little more in depth in a previous video. You can look back on the playlist. It wasn't that long ago. But basically, we'll pour the corn in. We'll sprinkle the beef trait on top, and then we'll get a brick of hay and break it apart and scatter it across the top. And that will be their feed for 24 hours. They are in this 60 by 60 lot with a 20 by 20 barn stall. They have free choice to water, Purina Wind and Rain loose mineral, and then this is their feed for the 24-hour period. There's a little bit of green you might have noticed out in the square lot they're in. That is all weed. There is nothing growing that they want to graze on out there, which is the goal. We don't want them grazing. We want them to eat this corn, eat their hay. They would definitely like more hay. Nutrition wise, they do not need more hay. Again, I'd be more than happy to explain that. Just leave me a comment, shoot me an email, and if enough of y'all ask, I will make a full video about it. A lot more in depth than talking about the ADM on the front end that did a few videos ago. Here is the after. See that corn with the pellets scattered on top and the hay sprinkled on top of it. They will feast for the next 24 hours. See what I mean? He's a lot better now, a lot more calm. He is so much bigger frame-wise than Arlo is. Well, we didn't get to cleaning out that other can for the ADM beef trait like I wanted to. We just lost daylight way too fast. I think I'm gonna tackle that tomorrow when I get off. I won't have to stop at the feed store, so that'll give me more time to do that. That's kind of nasty in there, so I don't want to be doing it in the dark. Anyway, everybody is fed, got hay. The horse has a round bell. We fed them grain. We fed the goats their grain and hay. We just took care of the steers, and that's kind of our daily routine right now. The steers are doing excellent. You saw the tiger stripe. He is much more friendly. Hope that continues. They're growing well. The goats, 7 of the 8 are less than a year old. 6 of those 7 are only 6 months old. The other, she's a 9-month-old. So very young goat herd. Unfortunately, we did lose most of our mature breeding herd to an illness. Penelope's mom, who had the triplets, is my only mature nanny left. They are all doing well, growing real good. Gonna have to consider making some changes to that herd this year for breeding purposes. Might have to try and bring in a few more mature nannies. Maybe make a second pen to separate the ones that can't be bred yet. I don't know, we'll see. And then the steers have been with me about a third, roughly, of their time with us. March 4th is the kill day. Shooting for over 1,200 pounds. I think we're gonna hit it. We will see though. I appreciate y'all watching. If you hadn't already, please like and subscribe. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot more projects over at the farm. Getting a new fence built, finishing some corrals, hauling off a lot of scrap, burning a lot of timber, hopefully mowing, taking care of some grown up areas, and get ready for a new cattle herd out there this spring. Anyways, I'll see y'all on the next one.